The Yonex EZONE DR 98 Plus is a phenomenal tennis racket, likely the best racket ever reviewed by Tennis Warehouse. Today, I'm going to share with you my experience with it over the past year and why you should consider it. Stay tuned. Hello everyone and welcome. Let's jump right in. The EZONE line of rackets are very well known for their controllable power and exceptional feel, especially the past few years. Yonex has been on the rise since the great ratings of the 2017 EZONE DR 98 Plus blew up on Tennis Warehouse. By that I mean a positive blow up, where there was like a lot of hype and a lot of attention. And at that time, I was using the Wilson Pro Staff RF97, which also is an amazing racket if you can handle the weight. But after reading the reviews on the EZONE, I tested it and quickly knew there was something special about it. To be clear, the EZONE DR98 Plus is the 2017 version. Meanwhile, the newest version is called the EZONE 98 Plus, which is slightly firmer, but overall very familiar. Lastly, for simplicity's sake, moving forward in this video, I will refer to the EZONE DR98 Plus as the DR. First off, when in your hand, the DR reminds you of the Babolat Pure Drive Plus, which was my racket of choice during high school and my first year of college. Then when playing with the DR, due to its low stiffness rating of 63, and combining that with the right string, my choice being RPM 17 at 50 pounds, there was more than just power, which is what the Pure Drive was very well known for. But with the DR, it's like really controllable power with great feel due to the dampening effect happening in the grip of the Yonex, which is one of the technologies that Yonex incorporates in most, if not all, their rackets. Then the other comparison I was doing was really getting a feel for the DR at net, because the last 3 years of college, I played with the Babolat AeroPro Drive Plus, similar to the Babolat Pure Aero Plus of today. But the AeroPro had a slightly more dense string pattern for better accuracy from my experience. However, the AeroPro lacked good touch and feel and wasn't as stable in stock form as I wanted, especially at net. Meanwhile, in stock form, the DR is amazing at net. If you want like quick access to power or control, it had both at net, which is very, very unique. Although I didn't need more power in my game, since I was already using the Pro Staff RF97, I wanted something lighter that could give me a great balance of power, control, and feel while not changing my game and making sure I was playing better or at least at the same level as before. Because as you know, with certain racket changes, you may enjoy hitting with a particular racket, but the question you need to actually address is if you're actually playing better or not with it. In my case, I was playing better with it. Another standout feature about the DR is serve. It's no wonder that Nick Kyrgios and Naomi Osaka both endorse the EZONE line of rackets. Both are amazing servers. And of all the rackets I ever tested, which is probably more than 50, the DR stands out as the pinnacle of probably the greatest serving racket I've ever played with. It has great feel and also a lot of access to power, which transitions to consistent, pinpoint, accurate serves. And if I did have a knock on it, it would probably be the inability to put a lot of spin on my serve, but that's okay because that would mean you would kind of need to open up the spacing of the string on the frame, which would decrease your accuracy in most cases. Bottom line, if you want a better version of your serve and you want more power, the DR is an excellent option. Now, from a spin perspective, this is not a spin monster racket, say like the Babolat Pure Aero. Due to its 16 by 19 string pattern, the DR does have a more dense than your typical 16 by 19 racket. It almost plays like a hybrid between a 18 by 20 and a 16 by 19. It's very unique. And if you haven't tried it, definitely try it. It translates basically to a little bit less spin than your typical 16 by 19 frame, but more accuracy and control. The last portion I want to cover with this racket is tension. If you read the reviews, you often will see people say that the racket begins to play better when strung with the poly that has a tension less than 50 pounds. Polys tend to feel stiffer due to what they're strung at, due to their actual composition, but especially with the DR. It's like the frame comes alive with a lower tension. You have to try it to see it, but you do get more access to spin and certainly way better feel. So those are my thoughts on the Yonex EZONE DR 98 Plus. And again, this is the 2017 version, which is very, very highly rated. However, the newest version, which I believe came out in 2018 or 19, plays very similar to the DR, but slightly more firm. So certainly demo that racket if you're out and looking to make a switch to a different racket. It has a very good balance of feel and controllable power. Hopefully you all found this video helpful, and if so, please hit that like button down below so that it allows the video to be shown to a larger audience that may benefit from this insight. Thanks for tuning in today, and don't forget to subscribe. If you have any further questions, please let me know down below in the comments, and I'll try to answer as many of them as I can. Take care, everyone.